Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Mike with Bassquatch Hunter TV, and you are watching Coffee with Bassquatch Volume 10. I'm trying to adjust the camera last minute here because I've noticed that it is not in the right spot. I did a different kind of video already the other day, and my camera is still set up weird. That's going to have to work. So, apologize for the harsh lighting. I have a super bright light. I'm going to go turn down really quick, and then we shall get started. What's up, John Kincaid? There we go. Turn down the harsh lighting. Kayak Bass and TV. What kind of coffee? So I drink Green Mountain Breakfast Blend coffee. And you can see it's like over full on the top because this is a 15-ounce coffee mug, so it's like a cup and a half. Oh, that is good coffee. So, this is volume 10. I'm super excited to do this video because this is 10 weeks in a row that I have done Coffee with Bassquatch videos. So, kind of a cool thing, and it's getting bigger every video. I'm getting better responses from all my viewers and from all you guys out there, all the supporters. We've been doing a really cool format where I've been having you guys submit questions, and when you submit questions, if I use your question in the following video, then you win a prize. And this has worked out really cool. It's been a lot of fun. Last week we gave away some free Z-Man baits, and I'm still waiting for some of you guys who won to message me your shipping address. So I will try to send you guys private messages again after this video, the ones who won last week, and get out some prizes for you. But for this week, since this is volume 10, we're going to celebrate, and we're going to give away some other cool stuff. Kayak Bass and TV said, how is the weather up there? It's not bad today, actually. It's, I think it's about 40 degrees, maybe 35, 40 today. I haven't looked, actually, what the temperature actually is, but it's not bad. I'm going to be on the water today, probably around 3:30, until dark, which is like 6. So, yeah, Chris Scott said cold. Yeah, it's kind of cold, but it's not as bad as it. I mean, we were on the water the other day, and my pole is freezing. Every cast I did, the line would freeze. So, John Kincaid said 32 degrees, and I know John doesn't live too far from me. So, yeah, it's about 32. So, it's not freezing yet. It's, like, right at freezing. So, I will be on the water today doing some filming and getting some product videos filmed and doing some fishing. So, smallmouth don't mind the cold, so we'll see what happens. My good buddy, Mike Godlewski, caught a beautiful, beautiful, like 19.5-inch smallmouth the other day. And it was like, I think 30 degrees outside, so. So, we're going to give away some cool stuff today. I'm going to say 2.5 questions that I'm going to answer today. Only because the half question is kind of a bigger topic. Kayak Bass and TV said it's cold here too. We are heading to Kentucky to fish Lake Cumberland. Hold on. I gotta get back that comment. To fish Lake Cumberland and want to stop in and say howdy. Gotta go. So, Kayak Bass and TV, have fun on Cumberland, dude. Good luck out there. When you say it's cold down there, I assume that it's really like 55 or 60 degrees. So, can't be that big of a... Can't be that cold. Hopefully, I'll be filming with you in next week in Tennessee, actually. Holy crap, it's coming up quick. So, good luck, Chad. I hope you guys do good in Cumberland, and hopefully we'll get some fish. So, a little cool backstory, because now it's in my head and I get sidetracked. It's 35 there, really? Holy crap. I didn't know it was that cold in Tennessee. What's up, Chuck? How you doing, man? So, cool little backstory. So, in January, Kayak Bass and TV is the channel run by... yeah, Chris Scott said squirrel. I have the worst squirrel syndrome in the world. Kayak Bass and TV is run by Chad Hoover, which he has his YouTube channel, his TV show, all of his stuff. So, I filmed my first episode of Bassquatch Hunter TV. I look back at it now, and I'm proud of what I did with that episode, but it's not, like, it's almost embarrassing to watch where it was, but that's where I started. That was the first video I did, like, bigger video I did for this channel. It was the first episode-style video I've done. It didn't come out the best. I did the best I could with what I had, in my opinion, but we caught 0 fish. We spent like 18 hours straight in our kayak without getting out of our kayak, without anything. We literally sat in our kayak for 18 hours and didn't catch any fish. And I was sick the day before. It rained the day before. Like, we had all these things come up. And Chad was cool enough to drop everything he was doing to literally spend the night with me in a kayak. So, yeah, he said it was brutal. It was definitely brutal. It was a great time, though. Like, if you watch that video, if you go back and watch the first episode I did, and it was, like, you can tell me and Chad had a great time. And it was one of those things that it's almost like bittersweet. Like, it was a great time. I was so happy to be able to hang out with them and be able to learn from them. And we talked like old buddies all day. It was cool. But we caught 0 fish. It didn't go well. But either way, so the second time we filmed together, we caught 0 fish. Or I caught 0 fish, sorry. Chad did not skunk the second time. I skunked, caught 0 fish again. The third time we went to film together was the national championship, and so many things came unexpected. He had a million things thrown at him that he had to try to tackle and take care of. So, plus it was his wedding, so we didn't get a chance to film the third time. Chad said, well, I caught 2 fish. Yeah, so he caught 2 fish, I caught 0. And I was literally around him as much as possible because I was trying to learn from him and soak up some good vibes and everything to catch fish. And he was catching fish. So the third time we didn't get to film. So we're 0 for 3 filming together. So next week when I'm down in Tennessee, we're 99% sure. You always got to factor in 1% for that in case crap happens kind of thing. But 99% sure we're going to be filming together next week. And I'm crossing my fingers that next week is going to be the day, finally, that me and Chad Hoover are going to fish together, and we're both going to catch fish, and it's going to be a successful day on the water with no problems. That doesn't happen that often. Every time I film, and this is what people don't realize. Like, people think, oh, you get to film and fish all the time. It's so much fun. It must be nice. It's like, do you guys ever have a day on the water where nothing goes wrong at all? When you have like 10 things planned, like the more things you plan and the more gears you put in the machine, the more gears that could go wrong and more gears that could break, and the whole machine stops. So what, Chad does, what I do, what a lot of guys do, we have to keep on going. We can't stop when the machine stops. We got to figure out a way to keep the machine going and just navigate through it and do the best we can. So when I fished with Robert Field, Chris Scott sounds like I'm the problem in that scenario. I agree with you. I think I'm like the worst luck for people. My wife fishes way better when I'm with her. My buddy Chris fishes way better when I'm with him, but I fish worse when I'm with them. That's just how it works. But when I fished with Robert Field in Florida, it ended up being like the worst day either one of us have ever had on the water, as far as conditions. It was like 108 degrees. It felt like we were breathing water. It was so humid. I caught 0 fish again. I was skunked again. We had gators coming after us. We had poisonous snakes. We both got attacked by fire ants. There's like every single time I do these things. So what's funny though is when I filmed with Gene Jensen when he came in town, there's 2 videos on this channel that I did with Gene Jensen. And when I did those videos, they went perfect. Like I outfished actually Gene. I won our bet we had, and we caught plenty of fish. We both had a great time. We got so much content. It was a great video. We had so much fun. Like, it was such a good time. But the difference was, so here's the difference in the equation, Chris Scott. So it's not just me. That's the problem here. The difference is Gene came up here, and me and Gene fished in my area. So when me and Chad filmed together, when we're 0 for 3 right now, it was all in Tennessee. When me and Robert filmed together, it was in Florida. It was in his old stomping ground, or his new stomping grounds. Like, it's in Florida. When me and Gene filmed together, it was in Michigan. It was in my stomping ground, so everything went fine. Like, we actually had a great time. The filming went perfectly. Fishing went well. Everything was good. John Kincaid said, dude, is that your jammy shirt? I could swear you had the same shirt on last week. So, the thing with my Top Gun shirt, this is why I have squirrel syndrome right here. this shirt, I have like 4 of these shirts. I made a bunch of these. So I did marketing for 12 years. So I did apparel design, I made apparel, I did logo designs, graphic design, stuff like that. That's why all my stuff is branded. I love branding stuff. But I made a bunch of these shirts because I'm a huge Top Gun fan, and I couldn't find an old vintage shirt that I liked that said Top Gun on it. So I have a lot of these. So I wear these when I'm doing stuff that I don't really... I mean, I wear fishing shirts almost every day, so if I don't want to wear a fishing shirt, then I usually wear this. So, you'll see me in Top Gun shirts a lot. Anyway, so yeah, so the filming, I don't think I'm the bad luck. I think me going out of town is the bad luck, because that's when I have the worst luck. John Bolton said, does the water have to be iced over before you won't get out on a kayak? I'll go out in the ice, actually. So here's the funny thing is people think I'm crazy in the wintertime, because if there's a thin layer of ice, my kayak will break through it. I'll fish. I don't stop fishing. When the ice is 6 inches thick, I will bring my kayak on the ice and sit in my kayak and take out my sonar pod and fish through the hole of my sonar pod. I love fishing. I'm in this sport because I genuinely love what I do. Being in a kayak is amazing. I sold my bass boat after I got kayaks because I realized that kayaks were just, it fit me perfectly. Like, it filled a gap in like my soul pretty much. Like, I love being on the water. I love kayaking. I love sitting in a kayak. I love fishing. I love the whole atmosphere of the sport. I'm so passionate about it. That's why I left my 10-year career to do this full time. Not because the money is great, obviously. Not because the hours are better. Not because it's less stressful, but because it is something I'm so passionate about that I couldn't imagine doing anything else but this. So that's why I kayak. So yeah, the ice doesn't stop me. The ice just makes it a little bit more challenging. So there was another comment that I just saw that I wanted to... Chuck said the best was when you and Chris's lines crossed and you both thought you caught a fish. Yeah, me and my buddy Chris, we snagged each other's line on accident, and he set the hook and I set the hook because he pulled, and we both pulled back and forth, and it took 2 or 3 hook sets before we realized that we're fighting each other's fishing poles. It was pretty funny. John Bolton said if Bassquatch, Fluke, KBF, and Robert all filmed together, I would watch that. So would I. Like, even if I wasn't in that equation, if Fluke, Chad, and Robert all filmed together, I'd watch that. You know, we should do a video like that. The hard part is Robert lives in Florida. He travels the world to film. He films saltwater. So he's not a freshwater guy, although he can fish freshwater, but he's a saltwater guy. Chad is in Tennessee, and he travels the country filming and fishing freshwater. Gene is in Georgia, and he travels and films and everything, the whole country, fishing freshwater. And I'm in Michigan, so we are literally like placed around the country like this, almost like in a angle from here to Florida. But it'd be hard for all 4 of us to be in the same spot, but it would be a lot of fun. So anyway, so I have a time crunch today because John Bolton said meet in Ohio. We'd probably have to meet in Tennessee, actually, because Tennessee would be the middle ground between me and Florida. So between me and Robert, like southern Tennessee is probably halfway. So we'd probably all have to meet there, which is like Gene and Chad would be there anyway. So maybe next season, maybe you might see that. So send messages out to those guys. You guys got to do that too. Send messages out to Robert Field, to Chad Hoover, to Gene Jensen, and see if they all want to do a video together. I've filmed with all 3 of them individually. Next week I'm supposed to be filming with Chad one day and Gene another day. So maybe if I can get lucky and get them both together, we can do like a 3-way video. But yeah, I love doing collabs with those guys. It's always a good time. I love learning from them. Those guys are all my mentors. I mean, I learned so much from all 3 of those guys. Gene Jensen helps me learn how to fish. Robert Field helped me learn how to film and get into the filming world. Chad has helped me with marketing, with fishing, with so much. I mean, those guys are... The reason why I try to help everybody so much is because those guys helped me so much. So all I'm doing is passing it down. I'm paying it forward. I'm not by any means I'm not by any means like starting a trend of helping people. I'm paying it forward because those guys have helped me so much. John Bolton said meet at Mossy Oak. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. So yeah, let's make it happen. Anyway, so I'm on somewhat of a time crunch today because I need to take my truck into the shop to get some really cool things installed that I can't wait to show you guys later this week once it's done. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit here and not get too sidetracked like normal. There's 3 questions that I'm going to answer from viewers, but first, let me get something to show you guys. All right, so there's 2 people that are going to get prizes today for submitting questions, and this is what I'm going to be sending out to people. So you will be getting these awesome, very rare, because I only had like 5 of each of these, Bassquatch Hunter TV mesh hats. They're both Velcro enclosures, super soft mesh. These are really, really nice hats. One's black and white, and one is black and dark gray. So this is what these 2 awesome people will be getting in the mail as soon as they send me your mailing address. So I'm going to answer these 2/3 questions, and you'll understand why I'm slashing the 3rd one. And when I announce the names, then these 2 people message me on Facebook. Go to @BassquatchHunter on Facebook and shoot me a message with your shipping address and let me know that you want a free hat for submitting a question on call. So sorry about that. I had a quick phone call. So that's why I got to speed this up, because I have someone waiting for me to drop my truck off. So either way, so I'm going to butcher this last name and I apologize. But Chris Kinsvader, I'm going to screw that up so bad. I'm so sorry. Chris Kinsvader, I think is what it is. And I have terrible handwriting on top of that. But he sent me a question. He lives somewhat locally to me. I've not met this guy yet. I hope to meet him soon. But he said he's 6'2", 350 pounds, and wants to know what kayak to look at and where to try kayaks out. So the quick version of this answer is going to be look at the bigger kayaks. Look at, oh, I got it right, Chris. Yes. So the best answer I can give you. 1, I run private demos in the area where if you want to try out specific kayaks, I will get them for you from the store, and I will set a day aside that works for both of us, and we'll go out and try out a local lake, and you can fish out of them. You can fish out of them for hours and get the real feel of what the kayak feels like before you decide which one to buy, because it is a big investment. So what I'm going to suggest to you is look at the bigger kayaks. So Jackson has a great one. Old Town has a great one. Feel Free has a 13.5, but I would almost wait for the Dorado next year to look into that one. Although the Lure is a good one. I have obviously that one, so it's a good one. The Hobie PA14 and PA12 are both going to be solid. The PA14 is a really, really good kayak for bigger guys. But what we'll do is get a hold of me, Chris, and the best thing I can tell you is demo. Try out every kayak, because no matter what anybody tells you, the only kayak that's going to fit you is the one that fits you the best to you. Not to us, not to anybody else. What you sit in and what feels the best, and you'll know when you sit in the right kayak, you're going to go, this feels right, this is comfortable. You'll know it right away. But you need to try out every single brand, and you need to try out every single option you have before you make the jump. It's not a cheap investment. So get a hold of me, not only to send me your shipping address, or if you want to meet up if you're local and you can have your pick of the hats, one of these 2. But also we'll set up a time in the springtime where I will bring out all these kayaks that I think will fit you best as far as bigger kayaks go, and you can try them all out. So second question. Hold on one second. One second, guys. See here, cut it out. I thought we were at 10. I'm sorry. Okay. coming. Alright, sorry guys. My neighbor was coming over really quick because he is dropping me off at the shop for my truck. Okay, so either way, get a hold of me, Chris, and I will get you your hat, and also we'll set up a time and a date for the demo, and I'll let you try out every kayak. There's so many different kayaks that'll fit you, so we'll try them all out and see which one you like the best, and I will get you a good deal on it too. That's an actual wall. No, this is a backdrop. So I like people thinking it's an actual brick wall, but this is a backdrop with a decal of my logo that looks like it was spray painted on. So that is a backdrop. Sorry I missed a bunch of stuff on here. Come here, Cedar. Come on, bud. Alright, so this is Cedar Peter. This is my baby boy. He is also our kayak partner, and he goes on my wife's kayak all the time and stands on the front like a hood ornament and sleeps under the seat of her kayak, and he goes on all of our trips with us, so he'll be down south with us all next week when we're down there filming. So that's Cedar. You can follow him on Instagram too, which is Cedar the Poochie. But yeah, so there's a dog that was barking. So anyway, Chris, get a hold of me. Sorry I'm so scrambled. I have squirrel syndrome, so I get distracted easily, and I forgot that I have to be done here in like 10-15 minutes. So, second question. James Avery. So, James Avery asked about the Bassquatch Hunter pattern crankbait. So, I work with a company called Burn Custom Baits. Most of you guys who follow me on Facebook or YouTube or anything have heard me talk about Burn Custom Baits. You've seen me show them in videos. I don't use them for any other reason except the fact that they're amazing products. And I don't work with any brand that I'm not a customer of or a fan of, because what's the point of promoting a product if you don't truly believe in it? So every product I promote and support, I stand behind 100%. I have used for at least a year, if not longer, and I've tested it. I've tested their customer service. I've met the owners. I've met the people behind the brand. And if everything aligns perfectly, like everything, there's no exceptions. You have to have perfect customer service. You have to have the ownership, the management. I have to be able to have a relationship with everybody in the company. I have to test the product out, beat it up, see where its fault points are, see where it breaks, stuff like that, before I'll ever support or promote a company. So this bait company, they're amazing. They make amazing hand-painted crankbaits. And I told them last year, I said, I really wanted, there's a pattern I want that that nobody else has yet. So I wanted to make my own pattern, because there's a pattern that nobody else makes that I can't find, but I really want to use it. I'm going to stop for one thing and answer this question. So Random Reviews said, what is this live stream about? I'm new to your channel. So this live stream, Coffee with Bassquatch, is like a live podcast. It's just an opportunity for me to have a chance to discuss random topics, answer questions from subscribers and from viewers, and to kind of talk about what's going on new with the channel. But it's mostly all kayak fishing related. So there's no structure of what we talk about or when we talk or how long we talk. Next year I'm doing a podcast, and I'm actually going to have a structured, like, set time every week that I'll be doing live videos. But for right now, the Coffee with Bassquatch is kind of a random way for me just to talk to you guys and have a chance that's not structured and just have a conversation. So going forward, so the pattern we came up with, we went back and forth with different designs, different patterns and stuff like that before we found the one that was perfect for me, the one I really wanted. I wanted a good mixture of a light and dark pattern that I could use all year long, that would be effective for every species of fish that I fish for, which is largemouth and smallmouth bass. And I wanted it to be versatile enough to fit. I mean, I fish 10 different lakes a week sometimes, so I want it to be versatile enough where the same bait pattern will work in any water clarity. It'll work in any depth, for top water, for deep crankbaits, everything. And what we came up with was the Bassquatch Hunter signature pattern, which is this right here. So this is the jerk bait. It's hard to tell. I wish I had brighter light on it right now, but it's got a really, really good glitter to it, and I consider it a smallmouth pattern, but it's dark brown on top, and it fades to white on the belly. And then you get a really nice tiger stripe pattern too. So it varies on different style baits. So like here's a deep crankbait. But this pattern, so a lot of people have been using this pattern, and it's been a great bait for everybody. I have 2 baits tied up in this pattern all year long. I have the jerk bait and I have a square bill crankbait all year long. I also had, I have 3 actually, because I have the wake bait too. The topwater wake bait is always tied on all year long. So this pattern has been incredibly effective. I've caught more fish on this pattern than any other bait that I use. And I use it all year long. I've been throwing it in cold water in 25 to 30 degree weather. I've been throwing it everywhere. So that pattern has been awesome. A lot of guys have used it. So even I just saw the Wacky Fisherman joined. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? He's used this pattern too, the Bassquatch Hunter pattern. A lot of guys have used it, and it's very effective. So you can find these at burncustombaits.com. That's burncustombaits.com. It's a local guy. He's located in Michigan. He hand paints everything himself. He does a great job. So James Avery, you get the other hat. So James Avery, send me a message on Facebook through @BassquatchHunter. So the Bassquatch Facebook page. Send me a private message with your shipping address and let me know that you want a hat on the Coffee with Bassquatch, and I will ship that out to you. I had a couple other questions right here I wanted to answer really quick. Have you demoed the bonafide, or the bonafide, sorry, SS127? John Bolton asked that. So yes, I have demoed the bonafide. So I got some really good video footage of me demoing the bonafide when I was in Wisconsin. And I didn't end up doing anything with the video footage because I didn't get a lot of footage of it, but I was wearing a hat cam. So I have the action hat, which I love the action hat. I think it's over here somewhere with all my gear, because I'm getting ready. Oh, it's right there. I can see it. I'm getting ready to film today, so I have it with me. It's got, I can mount a GoPro right on the hat, and it floats, and it's super cool. I was wearing that the whole time, and I was jumping mid-water, open water. I was jumping back and forth from the bonafide to the Feel Free Lure 13.5, and I was trying to see which one is more stable to jump off of, and I was literally jumping from kayak to kayak, and both of them are super stable. So the bonafide is awesome. It is a very stable platform. It's wide, it's flat. The positives are it's incredibly stable. It has some really cool, unique options to it. It has some features that are brand new to the industry. I don't know if they're completely necessary. They might be gimmicky in a way, but they're cool. I mean, some people will like them. They'll help a lot of people out. The only bad thing about it is, I was just getting ready to say that. So John Bolton said, what do you think about the seat? So one of the only bad things, and it's not even bad, it's more of like a personal preference thing. The seat was very confusing. To try to lift it up from high to low position on the water, you have to actually like get good at it. Like you gotta know how to do it before you do it, kind of thing. Like you can't never be in the kayak and then go out on the water and figure out how to lift the seat up and down. I tried doing that, and I had to have someone else paddle out to me and show me how to do it, and it was incredibly difficult to do without worrying about my balance at the same time. So the seat was comfortable. It was a good seat, but the movement of it was very confusing. It's a lot of steps to make it go up and down. And I'm also kind of spoiled because the Feel Free has a strap. You lift it up and the seat drops, and then you lift the seat up and it's super easy. So I'm kind of spoiled. The kayak was it was super stable. Like that was the cool part about that kayak. It was incredibly stable. It didn't seem like it paddled as fast as I hoped, but I come from a Feel Free. Like a Feel Free isn't fast either. So I know with a wider kayak, you sacrifice speed for stability. So I can't really say that's a downfall because it's kind of expected. The wider the kayak is, the harder it's going to be to paddle in a straight line. You have a flatter bottom. It's just how it is. So yeah, the bonafide wasn't a bad kayak though. I definitely recommend you guys try it out. Do you sell your company stuff online? Where can I buy that? So these hats are not available online yet, only because I have a very limited run. If you are interested in a Bassquatch Hunter TV hat, then send me a private message on Facebook at the Bassquatch Hunter on Facebook, or the Bassquatch Facebook page, and I will hook you up with a hat. James Avery said, can I email you? I'm not on Facebook. Yes, you can. James Avery, my email is BassquatchFishing@gmail.com. Chuck Cardina said, did I miss the raffle from episode 6? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I would have done that raffle either on a Facebook Live video or I would have done the raffle on episode 7, but I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I might have, maybe I could have slipped my mind. I don't know. Could have known. So you want to see the Bassquatch bait again up close. That's the Bassquatch Hunter pattern. It is very, very cool. It's very unique. You can see it's hand-signed, Burn Custom Baits. Random Review said, what whitewater kayak do you recommend? So for whitewater kayaks, what I would recommend is talking to somebody who does whitewater kayaking. I literally know nothing about whitewater kayaks. I can steer you in the direction of some people that know a lot about whitewater kayaks. I know a lot of the guys that Feel Free, like a lot of the guys that run Feel Free, they came from like a 20-year whitewater background. So if you have questions, like specific questions about whitewater kayaks, I'd be more than happy to message them for you and get answers and then give you answers. If I don't know the answer, I will try to find it for you. So if you have specific questions about whitewater kayaks, you can shoot me a message or comment on here and I will make a note on my notepad here of what the question is and I will find the answer and get back to you. That way you don't have to kind of dig around and I'll try to help you out with it. What else was there? Bill's Catch said, nice color. Thank you. Poland Drag said, congrats on making it to the finals of the Angler of the Year. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. So, last video, I forgot to even talk about this. Blows my mind. So, somehow, I don't understand how this whole thing happened still. I'm still in the dark about this whole thing. But I guess I was nominated a few times for the Angler of the Year from yakangler.com this year. Last year, I remember seeing the voting last year, and I voted for a guy that I look up to one of my mentors who's in the running this year again. And this year, I saw he posted again that he was nominated in the beginning. So I went online to go vote for him, and when I was voting for him, I saw my name on there, and that's how I found out I was nominated. And I was like, holy crap, like, why am I on the same list with these guys? Like, why am I on the same list with these guys that I look up to as some of the most influential people in the sport? So, to say the least, I was extremely humbled and shocked, but I was like, oh my God, like, this is incredible. Like, oh, well, someone nominated me, that's cool, like, that's incredibly, like, appreciated, but there's no way I'll make it anywhere further. So I made it to the second round, and now I'm in a smaller list, and I could not believe that I made it to the second round. So I was kind of like, my wife was making fun of me because I was kind of like in shock about it. I was like, yeah, I'm like, this must be some kind of joke. Like, someone's messing with me. Like, I don't know who runs yakangler.com, but it must be someone that's messing with me because why would someone nominate me for Angler of the Year? Like, we'll see. So then I get a text last week that from one of my good buddies. He sent me a text and said, dude, congratulations, you made it to the finals. And I was like, made it to the finals for what? Like, what are you talking about? He goes, for the Kayak Angler of the Year. And I was like, what? I didn't even know it was in the finals already. Like, I have no idea. I don't know the timeline of the whole voting. I don't know when it ends. I don't know what happens if you win. I don't know anything about this. So I was just like, I made it to the finals. What? Like, I cannot believe I am in, like, I already won. I don't care if I win the actual title or not. In my opinion, I already won so much because all of you guys nominated me and voted for me, so I made it to the finals. I'm in the final list with some of the guys that I've looked up to since the day I started kayaking. And, like, we're in the same category for Kayak Angler of the Year. Like, it just blows my mind. So, I don't care if I win the title or not at this point. I mean, I want to win it, obviously. Like, it definitely would be incredible if I won it. But it's not like I win a trip to Hawaii or anything like that. So, it's not like there's nothing I win from it except pride and knowing that what I'm doing is making an impact enough to make you guys vote for me and to support what I do. But I already won. I just can't believe I'm in the running. Like, that is like the coolest thing in the world. So that being said, if you guys haven't done it already, go to yakangler.com. Look for, on my Facebook page, you can find the links to the voting. Go on there and vote for me. Or vote for anybody you want for Kayak Angler of the Year. Even if it's not me, I totally understand. But voting is important. So just like anything else, your vote does count. So go on there and vote for every category for whatever you think should be the winner. And I just, like I said, I'm so honored to be on that list. It's incredible. So thank all of you guys for the support and for the votes and for the encouragement and the appreciation. I mean, I dedicate my life to the sport. I gave up my career for the sport, and I do everything I possibly can to try to help as many people as I can in the sport. So it means so much to me that you guys acknowledge that and have received that so well, where you guys think I should have a title like Kayak Angler of the Year. It's just amazing to me. But I'll take it if I win it, though. Trust me. Anyway, so the last question, and I said this is a half question because it's a question that I'm going to save for the next video, but I wanted to at least acknowledge the question. So Adventures 101 asked a question about different gear ratios in fishing reels, like why use a bigger gear ratio versus smaller gear ratio. And that question is an awesome question. I'm excited to actually talk about it, but unfortunately, it's going to be a very long answer because there's so much that goes into picking the correct gear ratio for the correct application. So, Adventures 101, I'm going to answer your question, but I'm going to do it either later this week in another video, or I'm going to do it in next week's episode when I have a good 10-15 minutes to just totally explode this answer and answer it with the best answer I could possibly answer so you can get the correct information. Because if I did that right now, I'd have to rush and I wouldn't be able to do it correctly. So that's why I said 2.5 questions. So Adventures 101, you will be answered, and I will send it to you next. Or you do have my phone number as well, so you can call me anytime. I'd be happy to answer that question, and I'll still answer it publicly in the video next week or later this week. So that's the last one. So congrats to the two guys who won the hats. Let me know when you guys send me a message. Let me know your shipping address and that you won a hat so I know what it's for, and I will ship these out to you as soon as possible. I'm still waiting for some guys to message me for the prizes for last week for the free Z-Man baits. So Adventures 101, I know you won that last week. And then there's two other guys that I have written down over there on my desk. So make sure you guys send me messages so I can send those baits out to you. Next week will be episode 11, and it's going to be special because next week I'm doing my Coffee with Bassquatch from Tennessee. So I'm doing my video 12 hours away from my studio. So I'm not going to be doing it in my nice cushy studio where I'm used to doing my videos at. I'm going to be doing it, I don't even know where I'm doing it yet. I might do it on the water. I don't know. But the Coffee with Bassquatch next week is going to be out of Michigan. So it's going to be very interesting. And there might be some special guests. I might be doing my Coffee with Bassquatch with some people that you may know. That's all I'm going to say. So either way, let's close this video out so I can go drop my truck off and get back to work for the day. I have like 6 videos I'm working on right now. Trying to get some more content out to you guys. I've been kind of behind and kind of slacking on that lately, but just been doing a lot of filming, a lot of scheduling, and a lot of groundwork for stuff. But next week I'll be in Tennessee. I'm leaving on Saturday, and I am coming back the following Sunday. I'm going to be in North Carolina for a day filming. I'll be in Kentucky for a day filming. I'll be in Tennessee in like a few different spots filming. John Bolton said, do you smallmouth fish with Ben Nowak? No, I do not know Ben Nowak, I don't think. But I love fishing with new people. So either way, make sure you guys check out all the videos I'll be bringing to you next week from down south. I'll be in Tennessee, North Carolina, Kentucky, possibly Georgia. Still trying to figure out details on that. So watch for the content. I'm going to do as many live videos as I can to bring a bunch of stuff. He's a YouTuber in Michigan. Oh, okay. Yeah, we should definitely hook up then. I love working with other YouTubers too. It's like one of my favorite things to do is do video collabs with people and get on the water. And I like seeing what other people do and kind of, you know, you can always learn from each other no matter what level you're at. And that's kind of like, that's my basis of life pretty much, is you can always learn from somebody no matter if you think they're above you or below you. Ben's a bass boat guy. I'll be collabing with him in the spring. Maybe you should come along. Sure, Bill, let me know when you do it. I'll be more than happy. I'm doing a lot of boat stuff next year too. I'm going to kind of talk about that more over the winter time when it gets closer to spring, but I am doing some boat stuff next year just to be able to bring you guys some different kinds of content. So watch out for that. But either way, thank you guys for watching. We're going to go ahead and end episode 10. Thank you guys so much for all your support, making it possible for me to be able to do 10 episodes of this virtual conversations and podcasts that I've been doing. make sure you go through the channel, watch some other videos, check out the last video I did, make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Give some videos thumbs ups. Don't be afraid to comment on videos. If you have any questions or comments or opinions or anything, start a conversation in the comment thread. You guys are more than welcome to have conversations in my video threads. That's what they're there for. It's supposed to spark conversation. So if you have any questions at all about any videos I've done, post them in this video or the videos that I've done before in the past. Share some videos if you think they helped you or you think they could help somebody else. Let's get the channel out there. The bigger we can make this channel, the more people that I can reach, the more people we can help, and the bigger we can build the sport. And I'm still trying to get my goal of 2,000 subscribers, and I'm almost there for the year. So any support you guys give me, I'd be greatly appreciated. So I guess that's about it. So I will be on the water today filming. Later, hopefully I get everything done on time. And hopefully I'll be sending you guys some good pictures of some fish being caught before it gets dark if we have time. Because we're filming for sure first. But that's about it. So have an awesome day. Thanks for watching again, guys. And I will see you on the water soon. Oh yeah, submit questions for next week. Submit questions on this video for next week for me to answer. If you submit a question and I use the question in the video, you will win a prize that I will send to you, but you guys got to send me your addresses so I know where to ship them to. So talk to you guys soon. See you on the water. I'll see you down south next week. Have an awesome day, have an awesome week, and good luck to everybody out there fishing. Bye.